100 years ago, the young Turk government of the Ottoman Empire decided to deport and eventually massacre somewhere between 600,000 and 1 million plus Armenians. I'm Ron Suni. I'm a professor at the University of Michigan. I'm a historian, an author, and I'm Armenian. By the end of World War I, 90% of the Armenians of the Ottoman Empire are gone, either massacred, deported, or fled. They lost their own historic homeland, they lost a whole civilization, let alone the physical destruction of ordinary people. This is considered the first major genocide of the 20th century. The Turkish government officially denies that this was a genocide. They have argued in different ways. It didn't happen, it was a civil war, the Armenians were rebels, all we wanted to do was deport them, we didn't massacre them. They refused to use the word genocide. And that goes on today. Now, the last couple of years, the Turkish government of President Erdogan have made small gestures. For instance, on April 23rd, 2014, Prime Minister Erdogan offered condolences to the Armenians for what happened. But for Armenians, if the Turks don't come out and actually talk openly about this, if they don't officially recognize it as a genocide, most Armenians think that's inadequate. My grandfather decided there's no future for Armenians here. We're leaving. His family, all of those who stayed in Yozgat, were killed in 1915. I'm Armenian, born in America, but raised culturally in a certain way. But I'm also a scholar. And my loyalty is largely to what I would call historical truth, trying to find out what happened and explain why it happened, even if they touch us personally or indeed destroyed some of our ancestors. About 15 years ago, I joined with some of my colleagues, and we brought literally Turks, Kurds, Armenians, and other scholars together to talk about these events. Two of my associates insisted indeed, that I write a book on these events. And I was very hesitant at first, but then eventually I thought, you know what? I've worked on this so long, I ought to do this. And so I set out and wrote this book. They Can Live in the Desert, but Nowhere Else. It's a scholarly book, but it tells a story. It's indeed, I think, the first narrative which tries not only to tell what happened, but to explain why this thing happened. I would say the thrust of the book would be the young Turks and the people who carried out the genocide were not monsters. They did monstrous things, but sadly, they were all too human, and we can understand what they did as the dark side of human nature. I wasn't motivated particularly by sort of Armenian patriotism to write this, but my real motivation was, as a scholar and historian, to try to tell the story so that people of various nationalities, Armenians, Turks, Kurds, Americans, Germans, Lithuanians, could all understand what happened and come to conclusions about what is definitely, indisputably, a genocide.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Clarisse Borosyan, and as the president of the Glendale Community College Armenian Student Association, it is my honor to welcome you to one of our most meaningful events, Sounds of Ararat. Joining us tonight, we have members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Armenian Hakopian, Dr. Sevan Benlian, our GCC President and Superintendent, Dr. Corner, and our Vice President of Student Services, Dr. Alan Andriassian. This evening is dedicated to the memory of the Armenian Genocide and to the resilience of a nation that transformed grief into strength and survival into expression. The Armenian Genocide, which began in April of 1915 is not just a chapter of history, it is a pain that carries through generations. The mission of GCC's Armenian Student Association is to serve as a unified voice for Armenians and to support our community through advocacy, education, and culture initiatives. Our organization also welcomes students of all backgrounds in learning and appreciating the Armenian heritage and culture. Our work is rooted in a commitment to preserve and promote Armenian identity locally and globally. Tonight, we do more than to listen music or witness performances. We participate in remembrance. We honor 1.5 million Armenians whose voices were silenced, but whose story continue. Sounds of Ararat is a tribute to the heritage that survived, our music, our language, and most importantly, our identity. As we look to the future and continue building meaningful programs for our community, we welcome your support. Your contributions help us sustain events like this, as well as all of our educational and cultural efforts. If you feel inspired to support the ASA, we welcome your contributions through the QR code that is listed in your program. We're truly grateful for your meaningful donations. Before we start our program, I would like to conclude my speech by acknowledging the hard work and support of those who made this evening possible. Starting off, I would like to take a moment to thank our ASA cabinet for their dedication, hard work, and service. Each of you has brought valuable insights, leadership, and commitment to your roles, and your contribution have made a lasting impact on our community. Along with the GCC's Culture Diversity Department, I would like to thank you for your active support and attendance. In addition, I would also like to mention the assistance of our Dean of Student Affairs, Tzoler Oukayan, who actively guided our mission to put this evening together. Finally, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our advisor, Gagik Labadjian, and co-advisor, Marina Artuni, for their dedication and readiness to stand behind an association like ours. I would also like to extend my deepest thanks to each ASA member for your involvement and support. Your dedication has been the heart of everything that we have accomplished, and events like Sounds of Ararat would not be possible without you. Now, I would like to give a warm welcome to our GCC President and Superintendent, Dr. Corner.
Good evening. I think it's a very hard act to follow for such a powerful testament, so can we give a round of applause to our ASA president again? I'd like to thank the Armenian Student Association for hosting this event and providing us an opportunity to come together in remembrance. We are also grateful to all of you for choosing to be with us at this event. Glendale Community College strives to be a place where all feel welcomed and all feel a sense of belonging. Of course, with belonging comes understanding and our efforts to truly know one another. And that is why remembrance is such a profound process. It represents more than a sharing of memories. It embodies our actions to understand the past and to learn from the atrocities perpetuated against the Armenian people. We do this so that we can work to prevent them from coming again and to encourage us to take action to seek change on a common set of values and resolve. Tomorrow, GCC will be closed so that we can pay homage to those who have lost their lives in the Armenian Genocide. This is a show of respect that was years in the making. Through the advocacy of our GCC board, including Dr. Hakopian, our trustee, with us today. Dr. Hakopian and the GCC board sponsored legislation eliciting the support of then Senator Portantino to allow all public schools the ability to remain closed in respect of the Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day. Prior to that, it was actually not allowable by state law. Their efforts reflect how we seek change and how we ensure that we continue to seek justice and understanding. Remembrance of the Armenian Genocide is also about the resilience of the Armenian people. Those here with us today willing to take a stand for the past injustices and those that are ongoing. Willing to make a declaration that we as a people will not be forgotten. Remembrance is about the Armenian culture that embraces warmth and caring in opposition of those who seek prejudice and genocide. And this is the reason we are so proud of our student leaders. They're bringing this event as a celebration of Armenian culture through music, art, and speech, recognizing the contributions of the Armenian people to our community here and also internationally. We are happy to welcome you here today to experience this celebration of culture and of heritage. We hope that you enjoy the amazing work of our students, and we are so pleased that you could all join us today. Thank you.
Soghomon Soghomonian, better known as Komitas, was an Armenian priest and composer who was born in the Ottoman Empire. April 24th, 1915, he, along with other notable Armenian figures, were arrested and deported. His most prominent song, Grunk, translates to crane, which calls out to the sorrow for the homeland left behind. Now performing Grunk by Komitas on violin, please welcome Maria Motorosyan to the stage.
Now we will hear a spoken piece titled Forget Me Not, written and performed by Olivia Momjan. Through her words, Olivia shares a powerful message that portrays a woman experiencing freedom amidst the field of forget-me-not flowers, the official emblem of commemorating the Armenian Genocide. However, in a turn of events, her cries symbolize the pain and silent voices of the 1.5 million Armenians who perished. This poem is both a cherished and painful reminder of what was lost. Remembering becomes both a burden and a sacred duty. Now please, a warm welcome to Olivia Momjan.
Have you ever been in a field of flowers, admired the petals of each flower that drew you in, or had a feeling so strong you can't pinpoint its meaning? Stood breathless before a purple so vibrant you question your reality? As if an incomprehensible hue stood before you, nearly akin to the bottom of a rainbow? But this was different from a rainbow. This shade of purple felt dystopian, speaking of mysteries daylight has not known. Like it was not only part of an ending, but rather the beginning. Running through the field of flowers, the shade of purple staining her eyes, in a place only imaginable, so content it could hardly be real. She began to scream, not to be heard, but because she would not be. A scream so freeing, her mind knew silence for the first time. But her daydream was short-lived. Plummeting to the ground, her leg caught by a vine that conquered her once tangible feeling of freedom, becoming an anchor to her newfound prison. Having keen thorns, the vine drew crimson rivers against the field, the shade of violet now stained of wine, imposing a dwindling beauty on the petals, with association to the reminiscence of the freedom she once had. She screamed again, begged, pleaded, wept, but no one was there. She was all alone, stuck in a stalemate, as her previous daydream turned to nightmare's edge. Have you ever been in a field of flowers, or had a feeling so freeing you forget about all the promises you once made, or a nightmare so haunting you remembered as soon as you wake? Thank you.
We will now hear two more songs by Komitas, one of Armenia's most beloved composers, specifically Kele Kele and Chinales. These pieces capture the soul of Armenian music and tradition. Performing them on duduk is Karan Mukarchan, who will be accompanied by Natalie Davitian on the piano. Please join me in welcoming them on stage.
Nurse Bliss, a song that is deeply tied to the historical trauma of the Armenian people, the Armenian Genocide, and the hope for returning and reclaiming the homeland. Performing it for us today is the singer of the song himself, Claudia Juan, who will be sharing his voice and passion through this beautiful piece. Please welcome him to the stage.
Գնացի երկիր, որ տեսնեմ տունս, կարոտի ցավը, խեղդում էր սիրտս, մոտեցա շեմին, որ բացեմ դուրս, Ախ թուրք զինվորը քանդել էր տունս մոտեցա շեմին որ բացեմ դուրս Ախ թուրք զինվորը փակել էր դուրս Ախ տունս Papakan tunes, çartışlaminer, kandelim tunes. Ah yerpidiyes, desnem duras bat, morit erginim, hayrovlatsvat. Երասում եմ ես մեր երկիրեր թան իմ զավակներուն մեր տունը ցույց տան նրանք էլ տեսնեն քանդած օջախս որ թուրքից հանեն հայերի ողը Նրանք էլ տեսնեն քանդած օջախս որ թուրքից հանեն հայերի ողը Ախ տունես պապական տունես չար թշնամիներ քանդեն իմ բունը Ախ երբիդի ես տեսնեմ դուրս բաց նորից երգինում հայերով լցված Տունես, պապական տունես, չար թշնամիներ, քանդելին բունես, ախ երբիդի ես, տեսնեմ դուրս բաց, նորից երգինում, հայերով լցված, ախ երբիդի ես, տեսնեմ դուրս բաց, erginim հայերով լցված նորից երգինում հայերով լցված
While not related to the Armenian Genocide, Elegi, a piece by Armenian composer and pianist Arno Babajanian, has roots in deep remembrance and melancholy. Performing this beautiful piece on piano, please welcome Natalie Davtian again to the stage.
A huge thank you to every single performer who brought the stage to life tonight. You each helped tell the story of who we are as people through music and our history and their struggles. This month means so much to us, not only as a time to reflect on our identity, but also to educate and honor our roots. As we approach April 24th, the day we commemorate the Armenian Genocide, we remember the lives that we lost, the strengths of our ancestors, and the importance of standing together in remembrance and truth. We'll now take a 15-minute intermission, so feel free to stretch, grab some refreshments, and get ready to enjoy the second half of the show. It's going to be just as incredible. Welcome back, everybody, from our intermission. This act in our concert is dedicated towards Armenian Heritage Month and celebrating our wonderful culture. To start off our next act with a bang, Sonata Music School, a local Armenian institution, under the instruction of director and founder Sona Vardanyan, will be presenting a medley of Armenian songs. To start, a duduk performance by soloist Sona Boyajian, taught by teacher Emmanuel Hovanesian, will perform an Armenian song by Komitas. Then, a vocal band taught by Valentina Ashemyan and accompanied by musician Audrine Karaseferian will be singing Lost Melody by Arthur Grigorian. To follow, the Kanan class of Sonata Music School will play Elegi by Khachatur Avatisyan, followed by a folk song, Yusurov Bar. Lastly, the Arm Greek Dol class, led by teachers Aram Nikolosyan and Grigor Pogosyan, will play Sabra Dance by Aram Khachaturian and Artsakh by Ara Gevorkyan. Please give them a warm welcome.
Ashka Let's give another big round of applause for Sonata Music School. And now, let's welcome our beloved GCC ASA advisor and GCC chemistry professor, Dr. Gagik Labashian.
Good evening, everyone. It's truly an honor to see everyone here. Truly, I thank you for all being here. Your presence means more than words can ever express. As I stand here and having heard the powerful melody and reflecting back upon our culture, history, and the undeniable truth of Armenian genocide, one thing becomes clear. We are the living proof that memory is stronger than denial, and that unity is more powerful than hate. But remembrance is not just about looking back to the pain. It's looking around now, as we've seen. It's to see who stands with us. And it's looking forward to the future, dreaming boldly for what's still to come, to create. And today, students and faculty members from different backgrounds have joined together. You listened, you stood with us. In our event yesterday, you lit candles, and you felt with us. And for that, we truly thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, you've showed us something powerful. That it's about family here at GCC. It's the kind of family that we build through shared humanity, through compassion, and through standing together in truth. And I want to thank you to our president, Clarice, the ASA president, our vice president, Liana, Secretary Alex, who is also one of my students in a chemistry course, and all the ASA members. And I've seen you guys work tirelessly besides your courses and classes, and your passion and your dedication. You brought this vision to life. And we're going to carry this in our hearts. And this is not the end of the story. Today, we're going to remember, but tomorrow we're going to build. We're going to build a future rooted in justice. We're going to carry our culture forward with pride, with dignity, with love, and we're going to do this together. This is a moment shared by all of us. And let's make our memory become action. And this unity that we felt today, oh, this was powerful. I'm emotional right now. Let's carry this forward. And now it's my honor to present to you to the next part of our program. Thank you for all being here.
Next, we'll hear a piano performance of Yerevan Erebuni, a poem by Barur Sevak that celebrates the beauty and strength of our homeland, while also serving as an anthem for Armenia's capital, Yerevan. This song expresses love for the city, its history, and its enduring spirit. Please welcome Liana Isan to the stage.
Up next is a traditional Armenian dance performance of shalako, a dance known for its energetic movements which often involve jumping and kicking by men and softer, delicate moves by the women. This routine will be presented by Alex Kalantarian and Emily Hirapetyan. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage.
Garo Khalilian will perform next with another vocal presentation of songs Karung Dashnak Dro, Karung Gnamer Yerkir, or Karung for short. Signifies a crane that goes towards Armenia and signifies longing towards Armenians while the land remains to thrive. Yeli Dirashk Dro, or simply Dirashk Dro, is more than just a song. It is a powerful message that calls for the remembrance of Armenia's freedom and the enduring spirits of Armenians. This song honors Drastaman Kanayan, who is commonly known as Darashk Dro. He was an important figure in the Armenian liberation movements of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Now please welcome back Garo to the stage.
Կարոտս դար հայերուս, ավեր կարծած պապերուս շինածեր գիրը կանգում ու թևացի լայն արցակ Արարատին անջերին հայոցողը համբուր է ուր տիրում էր թշնամին ու թևացի լայն արցակ Արարատին անջերին հայոցողը համբուր է ուր տիրում էր թշնամին Ախր կգայն օրը, երբ դու կգանք մենք սասուն, սասնաբարձրիկ լեռներից, բարձինք հայոց եռագուն, ու թևացինք լայն արցակ Արարատին անջերին, հայոց հողը համբուր է ուր տիրում էր թշնամին ու թևացինք լայն արցակ Արարատին անջերին հայոց հողը համբուր է ուր տիրում էր թշնամին Հայոց երկնքով անցեք հավքեր իմ սիրուն Կաչայի դուքից բարև տարեք դեպի տուն Ձեր արծվի պես մոլորոտ արապերում Ծնող հողին կարոտ մտար հավեշկում Ձեր արծվի պես մոլորոտ արապերում Ծնող հողին կարոտ մտար հավեշկում Կերին աշտանքերով ասկի ու շարբեր Հենցի քո ջերմացի քշիր սարնի վեր Ձայ դուր քո քաջերին քնած թե արդում Մրգի քո հայրերի չկնաս ուրմանում Ձայ դուր քո քաջերին քնած թե արդում Մրգի քո հայրերի չկնաս ուրմանում Շատ դարիչներ են ընկել բասկի խանվածից Չես վհատվել անգամ գրծքիդ խորվերքից Անվերջ խսրանքից կրել պոտամ կովարի Դուք այսին որ ասկի ու գաղապարի Անվերջ սրկանքից կրել պոտամ կովարի Դուք այսին որ ասկի ու գաղապարի Գելին աշտանքերով Ասկի ու շրբեր, հենցի քո ջերմացի, քշիր սարնի վեր Ձայն դուր քո քաջերին քնած է արդում Մրգի քո հայրերի չկնաս ուրմանում Ձայն դուր քո քաջերին քնած է արդում Մրգի քո հայրերի չկնաս ուրմանում Աշնանցականին վայել անկնում կամքով Պայքարել ես ապրել ասկի կանոտով Ասուանի սուրմանու բիտնիսի շելնով Հապվել են աչկերը թավիցյան կնով Ասուանի սուրմանու բիտնիսի շելնով Հապվել են աչկերը թավիցյան կնով Հերիր աշտատներով ասկի ու շրբեր Հենցի քո ջերմացի քշիր սարնի վեր Ձայն դուր քո քաջերին քնած թե արդում Մրգի քո հայրերի չկնաս ուրմանում Հերիր աշտատներով ասկի ու շրբեր Հենցի Ջերի քնասե աթու Հրկի քո հայրերի չքնասուրմանու Ձայն դուր քո ջերի քնասե աթու Հրկի քո հայրերի չքնասուրմանու
Շնորհակալ եմ։
Last but not least, the AGBU LA Choir will be presenting a medley of Armenian folk songs. This choir is dedicated to preserving and sharing Armenian culture through music. They will be singing the Armenian anthems Martiki Yerk, Sartarapat, and Kenats Yerk. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage.
You're so mean.
Oukayan. Շատ սիրված մարդիկի երգը, գրված Աշոտ Սատյանի, եւ հիմա մենք այս համար կկատարենք նույնպես շատ սիրված երգ, որը գրել է Էդգար Հովհաննիսյանը, Սարդարապատ, եւ գրել է բանաստեղծությունը գրել է Պարուս Սևակը, մեր շատ սիրելի, մեր համար շատ նշանակալի, շատ Սարդարապատ մեր ամենաավելի հաղթանակի վերաբերյալ տվեց այս երգը, որը մինչև օրը մեզ ոգեշնչում։ հիշող մի հատ երգ, որը գրել է Արաrat Խաչատրյանը, հրաշուն խոսքերով, կոչվում է Գենաց երգ։ Մենք դեռ շատ գենաց երգեր ենք գրել։
As we come to the end of today's event, I would like to take a moment to sincerely thank everyone of you for being here and contributing to today's success. In addition, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our performers and our amazing GCC auditorium team. Once again, it was my pleasure, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.